Great day, world. Welcome to Where's Webby. I have the privilege of visiting Dixon Correctional Institution, which is known as DCI. And I have a friend of mine that's in there. He's been there for a while, and while in there, he started mentoring and trying to get guys to, especially young guys, to stray away from, making the same mistake twice or being a lifetime prisoner or somebody that's in and out of jail often. So he started this group. I think the group is doing well. I also heard from some officials that they was doing a great job. And it's not one of those groups. Why I like it is because it's not one of those groups that you get time taken off your sentence because you go to it. So I think with things like that, you can water down the products. People tend to come there and, they not there for the right reason. This is an actual group that's taking the initiative, taking the intent approach to getting things done and to making their self a better version and to hold their group accountable for those things. Talked a lot about character, talked a lot about leadership. It's a lot about manhood. I give you one nugget that I took away from it, which was plenty nuggets, but I give you one. And talking to my young kings out there of the world, you are a male. You get that as a gift, being a male. But you have to earn the right of being a man. And to earn that right, it comes with principles, morals, values, things that you stand on in a positive way. And that's one of the nuggets that I learned from that group. Man, they're doing phenomenal things in there, man. They are changing the world. And I definitely think that each and every one of us can take something away from this group. So without further ado, I'm going to, put together some clips for you guys so you can check out, and hopefully you can get some lessons just like I took from them. I learned a lot. I also was blessed to speak as well, be on their guest list. And man, I enjoyed it, man. One guy came up to me and he told me, hey, I need you to remember Matthew 25:36. And I had no idea what that verse was. I read the Bible, but I cannot retain it like that. And I'm still a work in progress, which we all are. But when I got home and I Googled that verse, he said that to me. So I appreciate him. That was my first time being inside of a prison. I have never been inside of a prison before. I kind of had this thing that, hey man, if you go to jail, I'm not going to visit you. If you make a mistake, I'm not going to visit you. So it took some maturing on my level to be able to go in and visit. And I have visited a friend before. I said that, but I did go visit a friend before that. But I can count the time that I've been to a prison or to a jail on one hand. How's everything, man? How does this normally go? How do you normally handle these?
Whoever come in, whatever floor they want to roll with. The spirit that these brothers came in here with, greeting everybody. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see the same thing we was talking? The brothers came and greeted us firm. Man, how you doing, man? Brother Corey, them brothers greeted us, man, and I appreciated that, and we greeted them back.
What I'm gonna share with y'all about Corey is this, and I'm gonna give you a good illustration of how some of us are. Again, always was competitive, and he always had that desire. Of course, we didn't got much older. You're supposed to take the people that you're around, encourage them to be better, show them that man, you can do this. You can encourage them for it's like, man, if you can help, make sure that look, you're gonna do everything you can to, like D was saying a while ago, man, I'm gonna pick you up and bring you with me as opposed to, man, look down on. All that said, I'm gonna show you this. I always told y'all, especially the Wild Peas, is that it always comes down to the decisions you make. And your life can change in the matter of making one bad decision. That one bad day, that one bad decision can change your life. So as we in pillars and we start dealing with our character and stuff like that, one of the things, the biggest thing we try to figure out is how to make the best decision under the worst circumstances. If you can do that, you have a better chance. That don't mean you automatically gonna have it perfect, but your chances and your opportunities gonna be a whole lot better. Corey, again, I remember when I first went to jail. I know I was telling this to Soul and them. December 27, 2003, I caught my charge. But sometime in the midst of that, I remember I was in my cell, and of course, nobody would have never expected me to come to jail and be in this situation. A dude come to me, he give me the newspaper. This newspaper was a local paper. On one part of the paper, it showed you all-American cornerback, and then on this side, it was, Brian Batiste, such and such, for this charge right here. And so, again, I'm showing you where that was all a product of one bad situation, one bad decision. And a lot of times, if you're not really guarded right, you can be put in a position to where, at the end of the day, whatever choice you make is gonna be wrong. And if you're not real cautious of how you go about your everyday business, or what people you're around, or anything like that, you'll find yourself in a decision where, it'll be life-changing. And you don't even know it at that particular time. So as we in here, and like we always talk about, the biggest thing, make sure that we're doing the best with the opportunities we have, and put ourselves in a position to be better men. I want to introduce y'all to somebody I've been knowing all my life. We call him Boyo. Corey Webster,
Appreciate the intro right there. I don't know. I think he might have. It's hard to act the father, I promise you, man. Everybody that got up here and spoke, everything was spot on, especially to the young guys in the back. Everything was spot on. Nothing different. I heard somebody say it. I didn't even realize that. But you talked about Saban being on the sideline right there. Yes, I played for Nick Saban. And nothing, maybe a little different terminology, but he's instilling all those same things. It's always a bigger picture. And that's why I think he's so successful and his players are so successful, because they're not just trying to be good football players. They're trying to be great men. Being accountable, being responsible for your own actions, and holding each other accountable, accountability partner, making sure that, the great ones don't just make sure that they are great. The great ones always make people around them better.
Make you still want to go back to LSU, and even with some of the guys on the basketball side and everything, what make you want to still just keep on adding to those guys? I know you was a mentor for a lot of them right now.
Well, I feel like God didn't put me here to keep the information to myself. Like, he didn't put me through those experiences. He didn't expose me to those things just to keep it to myself. So I want to share to as many people as possible. I got to know who really around me for the real reason. Not if you like what I do, but if you really around me for the best interest of me, asset versus liability, right? So now I got to figure that out in people, as well as not just wanting the worldly things. I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world, right? The professional level into, going back to whatever profession that they want to do, and then was able to speak to military, able to have the blessing to speak in front of you guys as well. That's going to be transitioning one day back into. So this is, I feel like, my calling, to be going around speaking, whether it's universities, whether it's here, but that's what I think I need to be doing. And so I set those goals, and I had to go get prepared for the goals. I don't feel like I could just talk if I don't know a plethora of information. So I had to go and do my research. Again, we standing here today, 9 years in the NFL, 2 Super Bowl championships later. I say it worked out. I know from here on out, I'm going to go in there and continue to have these dialogues with these young men. Hopefully I can change lives. Hopefully I can help the reform and help their transition back into society, make it seamless.